So when people bring up socialization, the first instinct of a homeschooler is to give a list of all the things that our kids do. And I just gave you a long list of what my kids have always done. And while that's nice, that's not really the point, is it? It shouldn't be. One of my favorite scriptures that applies to homeschooling in general is from 1 Corinthians 3:19, and it says, "The wisdom of this world is foolishness with God." And that definitely applies to socialization. Why would we answer people according to the worldly standard of socialization when we know that there's so much more to it? Christians don't need to prove that we are just as good as the world. Our children were given to us by God, and His ways are higher than our ways. Homeschoolers are so busy trying to outdo the world that sometimes we forget what God has called us to do. So despite our impressive list of co-ops and sports activities and church attendance and all those other things that homeschoolers actually do, let's talk about the deeper issue of what socialization is. I think when strangers ask about socialization, what they really want to know is, do your kids go outside and play with other kids? Do they have friends? That's it. They want to know whether your kids see the sunshine or interact with other humans. And then homeschoolers laugh because, of course, we see other humans. Homeschooling doesn't mean prison or basement. It means not going to public school, basically. Well, let's put aside all those curricular activities that we do and look at what socialization actually entails today. School socialization is primarily this: unsupervised interaction with kids you don't know, whose parents you don't know, who carry around little computers connected to the internet. That is my definition of socialization in today's age, and I think it's the most accurate. In the classroom, there's a teacher, but in the hallway and on the bus and in the lunchroom and in the restroom and on the playground and in the locker room, there is little to no adult supervision. So let's leave out bullying and all the terrible things that come with that and just think about what kids do and talk about together. Remember, kids are little sinners just like their parents. They will usually gravitate towards what is naughty. It's human nature. Not every day, not all the time, but yes, children have a sin nature just like you, just like me. And without the moral guidance of a wise and loving parent, these kids are immersed in behaviors that are allowed to grow and fester to become big behaviors. And if you multiply that by the amount of time that they spend in a public school setting, I think you would start to rethink socialization.